RAF Hednesford was built in 1938 on Brindley Heath, just south of Cannock Chase, on land bought from the Marquis of Anglesey. It officially opened in 1939 as the No. 6 School of Technical Training and quickly became one of the Royal Air Force's most important training centres during the Second World War. Thousands of men and a smaller number of women trained here as aircraft mechanics, learning how to maintain RAF airframes and engines before being posted across Britain and overseas. At its height, RAF Hednesford was the size of a small town. Over 200 wooden huts stood here alongside large hangars, workshops, cinemas, churches, welfare buildings and even a Jewish synagogue, something unique among RAF stations of the time. Although there were no proper airfields here, aircraft were occasionally flown in and landed on the camp's sports field, a reminder of just how busy and vital this place once was. A railway halt served the camp nearby, and recruits arriving for the first time had to carry their kit up the long, steep road into camp, a climb that quickly earned the name Kitbag Hill. After the war, the camp became a demobilisation and transit centre. In 1950, it reopened as the No. 11 School of Recruit Training, and during the years of national service, more than 80,000 young men passed through these gates. Many arrived as civilians and left after weeks of strict drill, physical training and discipline, known simply as square bashing. In 1956, training ended, and just days after the final passing out parade, the camp became a temporary home for around 1,200 refugees fleeing the Hungarian uprising in the Soviet Union, marking a very different chapter in its history. By the early 1960s, the buildings were gone, nature had reclaimed the land, and the site became part of Cannock Chase area of outstanding natural beauty. Today, only the roadways remain, but the visitor centre nearby holds an old comrades book, where those who served at RAF Hednesford can still leave their mark. This quiet landscape once played a vital role in Britain's wartime story. This image is what RAF Hednesford used to look like from above. As you can see, it's significantly different from what it's like today. Pictured in this image is a Supermarine Spitfire MKVB. It was taken at RAF Hednesford. These are some of the old images I managed to find on the web. The one on the top left shows new recruits that were doing their basic training at RAF Hednesford. The one on the top right shows what the camp would have looked like at the time, and down below that is an old parade. Nowadays, the only thing to show you what once stood at RAF Hednesford is a memorial stone that stands in the place of the old entrance. This is what the old entrance to RAF Hednesford looked like.